Good morning, everyone, and glad and thanks for coming here. So I'm the co-founder of the Bear Rabbits from Taiwan, actually. So let the speakers have a quick introduction about who he are and what they are really doing.
Thank you, Lucy. Thank you for my co-panelist here. Seems like we got more time here since we have limited speakers. Well, my name is Jue Liang. I'm the founding chairman for Hong Kong Blockchain Association. I got a very complicated background. I was born in mainland China, educated in Beijing in early 1980s. I went to US, got my degree from Yale and BYU, and then went on to become a financial professional. Somehow, Asia has been always fascinating for us. So I moved back to Hong Kong in 2008 and built my family in Taiwan. So I'm a son-in-law of Taiwan as well.
Yes,
so thanks, Lucy, from my hometown. That's really my hometown. So I quote from Gertrude Stein, mainland China is my homeland, but Taiwan is my hometown. However, Hong Kong is my working place. Hong Kong has been always an international financial center, and now in the blockchain industry, it's always, it's also spearheading the next revolution. Since 2 years ago, Hong Kong has built one special bureau called Ke Science and Entrepreneur Bureau. And this bureau has pushed out a lot of good policies for blockchain entrepreneurs, AI entrepreneurs, and also they try to get all the technology talents to Hong Kong. The good policy for Hong Kong's blockchain and high-tech entrepreneur is about the immigration first. So if you want to start your company in Hong Kong, and you talk with our association, we work with Ke the Science and Entrepreneur Bureau, and we make sure you get your working permit in 2 months. That's a new policy in Hong Kong's immigration history. And it's much better than the one previously you have to put up $1 million investment there, and then you get your working permit. After 7 years, you become the passport holder. But so Hong Kong has this wonderful new policy for high-tech entrepreneurs. I hope all of you would go there. Well, the second advantage of Hong Kong is also what we call the financial center. Hong Kong is famous of its capital market and also international investors from mainland China, Singapore, Japan, and also from Europe and US, of course. So we got a lot of money there. Hong Kong Blockchain Association with more than 700 people is full of traditional or classic investors. We call them 古典投资人, including myself. I've been a financial professional for more than 20 years. However, I got into the blockchain business by accident. 2 beautiful accidents. One was in Taiwan. We started the 未来学社, the Future Study Society, in 2011. Sorry, I'm too old, so I always quoting the 90 or something. And then we started investing in high-tech with blockchain technology in 2013. And in 2016, when we're talking about Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, suddenly I found that all of our portfolio companies in the VC fund, the high-tech VC fund, starting doing one thing, issuing coins and tokens. So I say, hey, this is something new. And at the end of last year, I got a lot of coins from the VC portfolio companies. So suddenly I become a famous guy in the blockchain business. But still, I think in Hong Kong, a lot of more people like me are going into the blockchain industry. And they are rushing in there. So I hope all of you here, young entrepreneurs, always go to Hong Kong, make Hong Kong as your very critical stop for your roadshow. So I look forward to seeing you in Hong Kong. And that's my introduction here. Hopefully that's not too long.
So thanks for the Jay have a fantastic introduction about how is Hong Kong and how is Taiwan is doing. So let me introduce the ladies, beautiful ladies here. Yeah.
I think that is very interesting because we come like from the very diverse background. So if you position Hong Kong as like the land of opportunities for the investment and business for the blockchain, I think that like for Vietnam, we can see that like it's so in March this year, Infinity Blockchain Labs, we organized like the first official blockchain conference in Vietnam because it was like still a taboo subject there. Blockchain technology itself is promoted, but like anything related to cryptocurrency or fundraising is still banned in Vietnam. And in March, we organized like the blockchain, Vietnam Blockchain Week, and then we talk about like the technology and the business use cases.
Yeah.
And we invited like Charles Hoskinson, like the previous co-founder of Ethereum and now like the founder of Cardano. So he said that Vietnam has the potential to become like the blockchain powerhouse. The reason is like very easy to see. I think that also like Malaysia has like that opportunities because like I have compiled like a list of like the overall of the blockchain landscape here, but I think like we will not have like enough time to go through this one. So if you can reach out to info@blockchainlabs.asia, I can send you the report. And anyway, like for the Vietnam, the reason why Chas Hoskinson said that we would be like the powerhouse of blockchain is because of our young population and because we were like prepped before the internet revolution. We were one of like the outsourcing source for the IT outsourcing company in Japan and the US 5 or 10 years ago. And now like we have like a good base of developers who have more than 5 or 10 years of experience in hands-on development. And now they're moving fast to the blockchain space. And in terms of the government initiative, so after March, like the government actually they host with us like the blockchain forum. This is endorsed by the Ministry of Technology and Science and Technology, and they were like very active in seeking for help. Like all of the ministries then come to us to know more about the blockchain and how it could disrupt different industry, even like the Ministry of Agriculture and Economics and Finance. So I think that like now it's coming like very active space in Vietnam, and even though we were like established in 2015, recently we have seen a lot of like major startups booming up. So actually Kyber Network and Tomo Chain, they raised more than 40 million US dollars, and Big Bomb Vietnam, they raised more than 5 million within like just a few days. And they were on like the entity based in Singapore. So I think that more and more nowadays the startups are coming up. Yeah.
Maybe the audience don't know. So from the BitRabbit, we already have the over 100,000 users on our the database. The Venus users are very, very active right now, and they're occupied over 30% in our database. That is quite exciting numbers there. So can you explain quickly, so how is the community and how is the ecosystem in the Vietnam of the blockchain?
Well, to be honest, like it's not like a complete ecosystem yet, because like we see that like as the ecosystem, you have to have like the interconnectivity between like the government, the private sector, the academics, and also like the startup science, the entrepreneurs. So far we have seen a lot of collaboration between like the startup entrepreneurs and academics, like technology university, they are adopting the technology, but the government, they are still like staying behind the scene and like not giving any kind of like official announcement. But hopefully at the end of this year, they promise will give like some clear guidelines about crypto assets and cryptocurrencies. I think that's the real time that we can say that we have a complete ecosystem.
Yeah, the similar question for the Mr. Liang.
I like to say something about the Hong Kong Blockchain Association as well. Talking about building the community, we always follow the real spirit of cryptocurrency or Bitcoin. We use a decentralized system, open, decentralized, but also cooperate with each other together. Hong Kong Blockchain Association has aimed to become the bridge between international blockchain community and the Greater China market and the money. So we have designed the system inside ourselves. I became the founding chairman for less than 10 minutes. And in my inaugural speech, I told everyone in that room, say, you are all my co-chairmen. You showed your proof of work, you showed your proof of stake. If you are big entrepreneurs, big investors, you become my partners in Blockchain Association, or become my co-chairman. So therefore, we basically don't have the hierarchical system like many other NGO or social organization. Karen has been very promoting, very actively promoting. We use this open system. So we also open the blockchain membership to the Blockchain Association membership to everyone, including everyone here. So once you are welcome to become our member there, join our activities there, and also become our, well, potentially ambassador, vice chairman, or chairman. So you become nodes, super nodes, and even maybe the founders group. Therefore, you'll become active contributors to our community. Yeah, Hong Kong is famous of its money, its open door policy, its open market policy, and also the connection to China. But the blockchain industry there is also flourishing there. Now we have a lot of international conference always holding in Hong Kong. Just last month we had IDEA, and before that we had a BCH, and then we have a lot of famous guys, Joseph Newman, Vitalik, or infamous Craig Wright. Okay, yeah. So we have a lot of people there. We hope we can see more people from Malaysia Blockchain Association. Yesterday, recent just mentioned they are building the tele-hub there. We're also starting something in Cyberport and Science and Technology Park in Hong Kong. I hope we will see you there. We see you put your office there, bring your team there, and we make sure you get money there. And then we can promote the blockchain industry for the next 10 years or 20 years to come. Yes, the coin price is dropping. However, the entrepreneurship just began. So let's work on that together, and the sky is our limit.
And we meet sometimes in Taiwan as well with to the Mr. Liang. So I know you have a very close connection from Taiwan and Hong Kong. So what do you think about the Taiwan's community? The Taiwan community.
Well, yeah, I think Karen would have her killer speech very soon. Taiwan, of course, has been famous of its technology foundation. I think that's one good thing about. So far, we saw, Vitalik Ethereum community has built up the research center in Taiwan, and we see a lot of other people there as well. We believe Taiwan would become very promising in the near future. Well, depends on two things. Number one is policy. I think the policy is very important. Hong Kong has low boundary in a way. They bring money in, out freely, and talent in and talent out freely, and they even promote this new immigration policy. I hope Taiwan would follow suit as well. So I know Karen has been promoting the white-collar people to get a working permit in Taiwan. I think that's very important. We should push more forward on that. That's one policy, and of course the money flow policy is also important. So talking about the policy side, I think we have a legislator in the room. Hopefully we can support her to do more reform on that side about the cryptocurrency community in Taiwan. Number two thing is the Taiwan community also has to, the community itself. I sense that the Taiwan entrepreneurs tend to stay in a comfortable, very good community in Taiwan. They don't want to go to a lot of places, tougher situation there. But good to see we have a big delegation here from Taiwan entrepreneur community. I hope to see the young entrepreneurs would go to Shenzhen, Hangzhou, Beijing, and also KL here. We are building something here in Cyberjaya. I hope to see you there as well. Of course, don't forget about Hong Kong. Okay, so that's two things we needed to improve in Taiwan.
Maybe our audience don't know. In Taiwan, they already have over 1,000 research engineers doing the blockchain, and the biggest Ethereum community in the Asia is still located in the Taipei as well. So when I communication with the engineers, they all have the crazy idea, want to push to the other country like the Vienna. So can you give some the suggestion when they put some the new stuffs and the new idea or new technology, how they moving into the new country, Mr. Doran?
Yeah, so I think that like one of the key points that most of the tech startup, after they do their ideas and they raise the funds, then they move their operation or technical implementation to Vietnam because like the government actually have an initiative to encourage like innovation and technical implementation. So any like technical company related to technical implementation, they have zero tax like for the business income for the first 2 to 3 years. So I think it's a very encouraging policy, and also like the labor cost is also like very reasonable in Vietnam. So I think it's one of the considering points for that one.
Thanks for all of you. Thanks for all the audience. This is the whole panelists right now. So let we give the final sentence. What do you think about the Malaysia? What's the Malaysia's future?
Thank you, Lucy, and thank you for everything.